Hello traders, this is DFXS. Welcome to TFX family, and I believe that guys, you are doing great. All right, in this video, we are going to learn on how to calculate the big lot size according to the size of your account or equity. You know, so many people, they don't know exactly which lot size to use when they are doing or when they are trading a high risk. You know, even if you are trading a high risk, I want to believe that you are not willing to blow your account. All you are targeting, it is to target a quick money or a big money without maybe trading whether short or long trade, not even like a scalping. You just want to bank once and you're out of the market. And this is when you want to use a big lot size, but you're not aiming or willing to blow your account. So now using this system, it makes things very, 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 very easier and very, very safe. Since I told you that our system are programmed with money management, it doesn't matter the lot size that you wish to use. It must be well calculated also with proper money management. In our last video, or there is a video we shared about how to use the same lot size. All right. So now in this video, we are not going to choose any of the lot size for the system, but we want to use a big lot size like a high risk. All right, with a proper money management. So I will just want you to follow this video closely, because it will help you a lot if you want to do a high risk but protecting your account at the same time. So we are going to take a few setup that you can change, and I'm always saying any of the setup here, practice it on your demo account so that guys, you can apply with that knowledge in your real account. All right, so let's jump in and do and see on how to do it. Now, it's very advisable for anyone who want to use that high risk also to have at least a good account from 1,000, all right? It is not good to have a small equity and still want to trade high. It's very risky to your a small account. So it is advisable for anyone who want to use that a high risk to have at least also a good account, even if you are still using a money management. So we are going to do the back testing here, or we are going to do a practical here with the account of $1,000, all right? $1,000. The most important thing now, it is to check the setup that you can change when you want to do that. So number one, all you need to scroll and check this setup here, SL type or stop loss type. You can see if it's automated stop loss, you really need to change this into a break filter. All right, change it into break filter. So the next setup, you need to scroll. Let me show you here something that will help you a lot, right? You need to scroll onto this sub-D break filter by pips. This break filter by pips, you can set the pips where you want to set your stop loss first, all right? So this is gold, and according to my broker, this is like 25 pips. So I need to set 200 and 2,500 points into ticks. This one is into ticks. So it is 2,500. So if you are trading pair, let's say, for example, you want to set your stop loss at 100 pips or maybe 50 pips, all right? You just need to set their pips. So also, this depends with your broker. Some broker, they use points instead of pips. So if your broker is using points, this means if you want to target to set your stop loss at 50 pips, then you are supposed to set 50 points. It's automated. So if your broker, if the system detected that your broker he is using maybe points, then you can just set there 500 if you're targeting the stop loss of 50 points, 50 pips, sorry. So if it's 100 points, that means it's there a 10 pips. So if it's 100 pips, it's 100 pips. So that depend with your broker. So let's go back because we are going to do this with the gold also. This depends with your broker. So now that is where you set your automatic stop loss. The reason as to why you are setting your stop loss, whether it's a stop loss of 100 pips, you want the system to select the exactly a high risk lot size according to where you have set your stop loss. So this means that it will be auto-calculating lot size according to where you have set your stop loss and according to the big lot size that the system or the EA can risk according to your equity. So this means that yes, you can, you know how where to set your stop loss. You want to set your stop loss at 25 pips, but you don't know the exactly now the lot size you are supposed to use when setting your stop loss at your 25 pips. Because in trading, many people, they know only where to set their stop loss, but they don't know exactly the lot size to set according to where you have set your stop loss and the risk, all right, and the risk behind your stop loss and lot size. So it is good to trust the automated system programmed by professional, because this does not mean you only want to risk your to, let's say, for example, only the stop loss of 25 pips. It will give you a guidelines also of which lot size to use. And this applies to even our manual system. So you can do this if it is gold. And also don't forget, if it is to stop loss according to the based on your broker, it will depend whether it is in pips or points. So we are going to set that. I think now you have seen, we have set here stop loss type, break filter. Here we are repeating this in pips, whether you're trading candle, normal currencies, whatever you're trading, you are supposed to set your stop loss at this point. Then from there, you can scroll down to this point now. All right, you can scroll to this point now. And now, from there, all right, get this step by step. Now, after doing that, the next thing, it is to ask yourself, how much am I going to risk, or I want to risk, or I can afford to risk according to where I have set my stop loss. The first thing, you must come here to auto calculation and make sure it's safe. You set it into true. That's all. The account balance, it must be according to your balance. If your balance is 1,000, just set here 1,000. So now here, let's say for example now, we just want to risk 1% of our equity. All right. So let's do here and see which lot size the EA will pick. All right. I want you to watch this closely. So the volume here, the EA has picked 0.01. Now let's let us close again and risk. Let's say, for example, I want to risk 5% of my equity. All right. And let's see what the EA again will pick. All right. You can see it has picked the volume of 0.08, but the stop loss remain the same at this point. So if this market reverse and hit our stop loss at this point, this means we are going to lose 5% of our equity. But you can see the EA has picked its own. So this is the high risk you can risk when risking 5% of your equity. This is the lot size you are supposed to use when you have an account of $1,000. So this is gold. Don't forget, this is gold. So this is a high risk to gold using 0.08 with an equity of $1,000. I wanted to check where the stop loss is because it is very, very important. Because even if we go back, we say we only want to risk 2% of our account. So if we click OK, all right, you can see the stop loss still in the same area, but the lot size is 0.03 micro lot. So if this market reverse and hit our stop loss, we are still going to lose 3% of our equity. Now you can learn how well calculation is. And let's say again, I want to risk 10% of my equity. All right. I want the where I've set my stop loss. Let's say, for example, you're trading, even if it is currencies, this is what I want you to get. And you have set the stop loss of 50 pips. The stop loss is at 50 pips. And you want to risk the 10% of your equity. So you want to trade a high risk. So you want the EA to pick the lot size. All right, according to your risk of 10% and where your stop loss is. So your stop loss won't move. Let's play this. Sorry. Can you see? The stop loss remain the same area. I just want you to mark this area because maybe you are not getting it when I'm saying that the stop remains at the same position. It does not move, right? So just check the end of this candle here so that whenever we are talking about, you can see by the stop loss is at the end of this candle and at the end of this candle. Hope you are getting it. So that at that point, you can see the lot size has been increased into 0.13. And if the market reverses to this point, we are going to lose what was our risk? 10% of our equity. So this means if this market reverse and hit your stop loss, we are going to lose 10% of our equity, whereby it is $100. You are still good to go because $100, it is 10% of your equity. Then someone with $1,000 and you want to set at $1 lot size, sometimes it's greediness, sometimes it's lack of knowledge, sometimes lack of information that makes you think that. So this is why working with professional is good, because you cannot just trade a high risk without understanding what you're doing in the market. So even if, let's say, for example, we want to risk 20%, I just want you to mark where the stop loss was so that you can see it does not move, right? Again, you can see the same area at the end of this candle and the end of this candle. This is what I wanted you to see. But you can see the lot size is still increasing automatically. So after setting the break filter and also the sub-D pips filter, you no longer need to do anything else. All the game that you're going to play with the risk ratio of your equity. That's all you need to do. I believe we have talked about the TP, although I will continue sharing the result, because it is good now to understand what is 1:1 risk ratio. You are risking 20% and you are targeting 20%. The best thing with our system, it does not mean because you are risking 20%, you are targeting 20%, because sometimes it is not about what you want. It's about the condition of the market. And this is why our system is programmed with detectors. It can give you even more than 20%. It can give you less than that according to the condition of the market, because sometimes people fail because they want to get exactly according to their risk ratio, and you end up risking and losing money by trying to target the exact risk ratio. In our videos, I think when we were doing the back testing, you saw that sometimes it can give you even 3 times of what you are targeting, because we have several tactics of targeting our profit, and that is according to the condition of the market. So all I want you to understand in this video, it's about the risk ratio, or the high risk lot size being well calculated according to the risk management. So this is why, let's play this. You can see, let's go. Again, let's risk 1%, because you must remember, you must get it right. Now let's get it where the stop loss is. This is what I wanted you to see. The stop loss is still at the same area, but what is the lot size? 0.01. What is the meaning of this? If this market reverses to this area and hit my stop loss, I'm going to lose only 1% of my equity. So that's how you set the auto stop loss. The stop loss, not auto stop loss, that is a fixed stop loss according to your maybe what you want to risk, maybe 50%, not 50 pips, 100 pips, but the lot size will be calculated according to where you have set your stop loss. Let's say, for example, let's adjust our break filter. For example, let's adjust even our break filter and say we want to risk, like, say, 50 pips of gold, or 500 points. So if we go back here and do a start here, let me show something here. Now you can see where our stop loss has gone. It is at this area. All right. So if this market again reverse and hit our stop loss here, what do you expect? We are still going to lose a 1% of our equity. Now, let us increase the risk ratio. And let's say, for example, we are going to risk 20%, or let's say 10% of our equity. I don't think someone would like to risk 20% at once. But also, this is for the high risk game. You can see the market also, it has set 0.08, and this still remain the same. If this market reverse and hit our stop loss at this point, we are going to lose 10% of our equity. It is simple as that. We are going to lose 10% of our equity. So guys, after setting that, and what I'm trying to remind you, it is that this does not apply only with gold. You can apply to, if you're trading currencies, you can set a fixed stop loss of your 50 pips or 100 pips. Then the only thing you need to change, it is at this point. After doing your setup, you can save your template so that you can apply it in with other pairs. But if it is for gold, it should be replaced with the gold template. So I believe, guys, you have get something that is very, very important. If you want to do a high risk, let's say, for example, I want to risk 50%. Oh my, is there anyone who can dare to risk a 10%? And you can see 50% risk, where now you can, the lot size, it will be picked automatically. It will be picked automatically. So there is no need to struggle thinking of which lot size, which is a high risk, where to set my stop loss, blah, 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 blah. Where you set your stop loss also will depend also with what you want to risk, so that the system can do a proper money management with that high risk, but also with money management, because our system does not program on how it can blow your account. It's always how you can make profit and also recover the losses. No more blowing account. You must make it. No more greediness. Let the system do a professional calculation. And don't forget, the system, you get with a monthly subscription. If it is the EA, It's only 150 for a monthly subscription. Our signal generating EA, the exact thing we are doing here, there is a signal generating EA that will be sending the signal to you guys. It's only $75 monthly subscription. So I do believe you are following closely and you are still getting to see that our system has everything you have been desiring to know or to do, and it's already programmed with our system. Don't stay there. Say, well, I don't have enough money. My friend, you have to trade. You have my number, the one that's popping on your screen. That's my WhatsApp number. In the description, on the description of this video, you can get my Telegram account, or also you can reach me out on my WhatsApp. So thank you so much, guys. And once again, welcome to TFX family. Thank you.